Hi, grade
Hi,
5.
Miss.
Hi. So we're just going to wait a few minutes for everyone to join before we start, okay?
Yes.
Yes?
When you will announce the grammar quiz.
When will I announce the grammar quiz? On this week's plan.
Okay.
Okay?
So next week or this Sunday we don't have a reading,
This Sunday
right?
you don't have a test now.
Okay. You're gonna say on
Miss
this
the
weekend?
miss the
Yes.
spelling.
Yes, that's right.
Sunday.
Exactly. Yes.
Miss the test will be you said in the last of the week.
Yes, I know.
In
Not
which
this week.
date?
I didn't say this week. I will announce, guys. Wait for me to announce, okay?
Okay.
All right. Just 2 minutes for everyone to join and we will start.
Miss, you did not take the attendance.
Yes, I did take the attendance.
Was I counted?
What?
I was counted in the attendance?
Yes, you were. You were here. But I took it while you guys were reading.
Oh,
Yes, and me also, Miss. I was in the last
Yes, you were.
session. I was here.
I did not read.
Hannah, you did not read.
Also me, Miss Amr.
Several people did not read. I chose in the order of those who raised their hands. But hopefully you will get a chance to read something, okay?
Yes, many.
So Miss, what books do we need today?
What books do we need today? Today you need your literature anthology textbook, your turn practice workbook, and your notebook. Okay, so what we are going to do first is we're going to answer the questions on page 213.
In what?
Sorry.
Exactly.
Page 213 in your literature anthology textbook.
Literature Anthology textbook?
Yes.
Did you what, Miss?
213, right?
Page 213.
In your turn, practice
What
book?
does it say on the screen? Ade,
Literature
read.
Anthology.
Literature anthology.
Text evidence. Summarize response to read. Nothing. Not tried this on the notebook. Charge.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yes. Tried this in the notebook.
Yes, in your notebook.
Hi.
Hi. Okay. Yes, Reem?
I
Yes, Reem?
Miss,
Yes, Reem? Yes?
Miss, I must write in the notebook.
Yes?
Yes.
Okay, so number 1, how can you tell? I'm going to write the questions for those of you who don't have your book, okay? So number 1 is, how can you tell that this story is
Literature Anthology.
yes, guys, everything is on the screen.
Yes. I can see everything.
I know. Miss, can I answer? Raise hand.
Raise your hand.
My hand is raised. The first person.
All right, so guys, you only have to write the answers. I'm writing the question for those of you who don't have your books.
Miss, we will write the answers and we
Write the answers in your
I
notebook.
don't know what we.
Yes.
Okay, الأكل مسلوق.
أيوة هي ده قبل شوية. Okay. So thank you.
Miss,
can
I
you
don't
hear me?
have the lecture.
Miss, can you hear me?
Okay, Reem, that's why I just said you don't have your literature anthology textbook?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is why I said I'm writing the questions on the screen for you.
Miss, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay.
So, miss,
Yes.
what should I do? I don't have any.
Okay,
the
Reem,
book.
what did I just say? I said I'm writing the questions for you on the screen.
Miss,
Okay.
do you hear me?
We're going to answer them together based on what we read in class. Okay, you only write the answers in your notebook. You don't have to write the questions. The questions are there for your reference. Once you get your textbook from the school, you can look at the textbook
Does
later.
anyone hear me?
Okay. Yes, we can hear you. But I don't know who's speaking. Who is that?
Who's the?
Who said, can anyone hear me?
Yes, I think it's Nurhan.
Me,
Me? Who is me?
أنا سلطان.
Sabine.
Oh, hi, Sabine. We can hear you, yes.
What is the meaning of the word outcoast? What is outcoast?
Outcast. On
Yes,
page 201. So for this, we're going to use context clues. And the last question.
right.
Wesley changes after creating Weslandia.
It's not what important lesson does
Miss, you
he?
don't
Miss,
need to
you
write
don't
the
do-
questions, yes?
No, you don't have to write the questions. I wrote them for those of you who don't have their books. Guys, this is why it's important to get your books from school.
I have.
Okay, so how can you tell that this story is a fantasy? Who wanted to answer this one? I don't remember.
Tanahi.
Tanahi, okay, go ahead. Answer number 1.
Okay,
Cool.
first I say things that happened that's not real,
It is what?
or should I say things that happened and it's not real?
Okay. So the idea that the story includes events that could not really happen. This is the answer.
It's fiction.
That's right.
It has
I don't know how
it.
to. I want to just write
It
the
have
answer prompt is changing to number 2. I don't know how
Do I
to do
only
it.
write the answer?
Only write the
Yes.
answer, yes.
Okay.
Maybe because it doesn't. Its settings is not real, and it cannot be real. It cannot exist real life. Miss, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can
Yes,
hear you
yes,
now,
I
dear.
can hear you.
Okay, so the story includes events.
That cannot exist real life.
Okay, that could not really happen. What is an example of this? All right, so it says give examples from the story in your textbook. Give examples. So what is
The
an example
backyard.
of?
The backyard of Wesley.
Okay, so
Wesley's backyard.
all right. Very
Miss,
good.
and
So
there's also something.
yeah.
That the crop tastes like a pumpkin pie.
That's right. Okay, 1 second, guys.
Okay, miss.
No problem.
All right. Wesley starts his own civilization in his backyard. Thank you. Okay, number
Miss, what
2.
I said it correct or no?
Yes, that is also correct. So you can add any examples that you want to just support that this is a fantasy.
Really?
Sabine? Sabine, are you there?
Yes.
Sabine, I don't remember that to be your voice.
Yes.
Who is that?
Yeah.
No, Miss, this is her voice, but she talking like this.
Miss.
It's not her voice.
Wallahi, she is her voice. And she make this in the school.
Yes, it make it.
Yes.
Sabine, are you there?
Exactly.
She left. She left.
She left the meeting. This was not Sabine. Somebody else entered the meeting. Okay. How do others treat Wesley before and after he creates Weslandia? And what do they learn about treating people who are different? Who can answer this question?
Miss, Miss, I
Raise your
can
hand
answer
on the
the first
screen.
one. I'm
Some people is
raising.
making a bad
raising.
voice.
Yeah, I'm not sure where that voice is coming from.
Somebody is screaming.
Okay, Amr, number 2.
How do others treat Wesley before and after he creates Wesleanda? What do they learn about treating people who are different? Before he created Westlandia,
Yeah.
they treated him. They was his tormentors. They
Okay.
didn't like him. They always run to catch him.
Okay, so others made fun of Wesley at first, but later they admire him, right? And
Yes.
how, what do they learn about treating people who are different? They learn to accept,
They learn-
right? They learn to accept
Yes.
those who are different.
Not all of the people need to be like us.
That's
Some
right.
people are different.
All the people
Excellent.
need to be.
Oh, Miss, my hand is hurting me.
Me
I'm
too.
sorry, you're only writing the answers.
Yes, we didn't write anything. We write only
Yes,
in
we
social
didn't
and
write
English.
anything.
In social and English. And social, we choose the correct answer.
True.
Okay, number
but-
3. What is the meaning of outcast on page 201?
Outcast. Miss, can you get the page, please?
Sure.
And
I have it.
On the screen.
It says
1
he
second.
was an outcast from the civilization around him.
Yeah, okay. He wasn't, yeah.
Not
So,
this one.
of course, he's miserable, moaned Wesley's mother. He sticks out like a nose, snapped his father. Listening through the heating vent, Wesley knew they were right. He was an outcast from the civilization around him. Well, what do you think, based on context clues? Use
I
what
know.
you know of context clues. What does outcast mean? What do you think it means?
Miss, I know. It's easy.
Miss, I know.
Okay, tell me, Zane, what do you think an outcast is? And
When
use the
someone
comparison
gets
of
rejected-
Wesley to others to figure out the meaning.
Like he's been rejected from a group or
Excellent.
Let's
Excellent. Okay, so second. All right, so an outcast is someone, we said, who has been rejected from a group. It's someone who is not accepted by others.
I thought it means
Right?
different.
An outcast means that it means, because of course, because they are different. All right, they are not accepted by others. All right, the author uses the words he alone in the next paragraph here. Let me go back to it. All right, he alone in his town disliked pizza and soda. So the words he alone show us that he is different and compares Wesley to all of the other kids, showing that he is an outcast and is different from the others. Okay.
Miss, wait, because I didn't finish number 2.
Okay. All right, let's go ahead and answer number 4. Write how Wesley changes after creating Weslandia. What important lesson does he learn? Okay, how does Wesley change after creating Weslandia?
He changed by being better.
Okay, so he is better in what way? He is happier, right? He is more
See,
he is more confident, right? Because he learns that being different is okay and he doesn't have to be like others to fit in, right?
yes,
Messi
exactly.
is more safe.
Okay, so
He's more
Wesley, he's more confident.
He fits more in his environment or something like.
When he came back to school, he didn't have friends.
No, Miss, but if Wesley, the people around Wesley was bothering him, that means that they was not good. Not Wesley was.
Of course.
They wasn't good. Not Wesley. Wesley wasn't bad.
No, Wesley was never bad.
Yes, they were bullying them.
Okay, did everybody write this in their notebook?
No.
No, Miss.
Okay, so 2 minutes and then we'll move on, okay? I'll give you 2 minutes to finish writing.
Okay. I'm in number 4.
Number 2.
It's in your turn practice book. We will write like the events and what.
Let's close the book.
Now we're going to move on to the Your Turn practice workbook, but after everybody finishes, okay?
Okay.
Miss, what will we do in the language chart?
Not language arts, the Your Turn practice workbook.
Yes. What will we do on it? What will we do?
We're going to answer page, 1 second, guys. Page 116.
I'm in the last one.
Miss, in my book there is written 0 out of 10.
It was
There is written.
Yes, I finished. I get my book. Your turn.
1 second, guys.
In the Your Turn book.
Ziad, what is that noise coming from your mic?
Yes, there is noise. Someone is screaming.
No, someone had music.
No, it's somebody screaming.
No, it's someone like this,
Let me in.
right?
Okay, Ziad, if you don't stop, I'm going to have to move you to the waiting room.
Miss,
Yes.
in each page in my book I have 0 out of 10. What is this?
I know.
0 out of 10, what do
Yes.
you mean?
Yes, also me.
A sign that means 0 out of 10. 0 above and a line, then 10 down.
Can you show me?
And me too.
Where?
But it's in the... No, I don't have this one. This is... No, I don't have.
Yes, here.
Miss, I think that this book, like any
Yes,
book,
also me, Miss.
have this.
Okay,
Yes, also me.
yeah, I see it, Tanahi. I'm not sure what that is. Okay, just
Miss.
ignore it.
And
As long as it's not answered, we can answer it together, okay?
Okay.
Okay.
What is
Miss, something difficult. Miss, can you go back? I will take a screenshot.
Me too, I do. Hanan, can you hear us?
I can hear you, yes.
Okay, I took a screenshot.
I took this. Okay.
Okay, so your turn, practice workbook, page 116.
Even I have 1 to 10. Even I have the same thing with me.
Okay, it's called The Kingfisher Train, this narrative nonfiction. This fantasy. Sorry, I got confused because we're doing narrative nonfiction in grade 6. This fantasy text that we're going to read today.
Can I read?
Okay, so let's give 2 people a chance to read. So the first person can read up into the word fish, and the second can finish the paragraph. Who has
Miss, can I
not
read
read?
because I didn't read. I didn't read the story.
Me. I did not read. Miss, can I?
Okay, Shlok, you can read the first half, and Nurhan, you can read the second half. All right, go
Kelly
ahead, Shlok. Now raise your voice, please.
Yes. Entered in 1964 Japan bullet train. On the touchpad, it blinked and suddenly Kelly was taken back to the studio of Hideo Sherman. He floated invisible above drawing board. Kelly was thrilled to see his favorite inventor at work on the sketch of a bullet train and a kingfisher driving for fish.
Okay, thank you. Nurhan, continue.
Hideo said when the train leaves a tunnel at over 300 kilometers per hour, it creates a shock wave that bombs like thunder. Residents don't like the noise. Hideo continued, I'll change the train's shape to mimic the kingfisher's long, thin break. It will move quietly. Now technology and nature will work together.
Okay, thank you. So how do we know that this text is a fantasy? What do we know about this text? All right, so it's about the 1964 Japan bullet train. All right, what does this mean?
Miss, at this time there was no bullets, I think.
Okay, so I'll read it again for you guys. Kellen entered 1964 Japan bullet train on the touchpad. It blinked and suddenly Kellen was taken back to the studio of Hideyoshima. He floated, invisible, above Hideo's drawing board. Kellen was thrilled to see his favorite inventor at work. On it was a sketch of a bullet train and a kingfisher diving for fish.
Miss, there's someone making noise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, I know. It's whoever. 1 second, guys.
Yes.
Okay.
Whoever speaks is going to come into.
All right. When the train leaves a tunnel, Hideo said, when the train leaves a tunnel at over 300 kilometers per hour, it creates a shock wave that booms like thunder. Residents don't like the noise, Hideo continued. I'll change the train's shape to mimic the kingfisher's long, thin beak. It will move quietly. Now, technology and nature will work together. So how do we know this is a fantasy? What is this text about? It's a bit confusing, but this is about time travel. All right, this is about traveling in time. So he entered a location on, he entered a time and where to go on the touchpad, and it took him to a place. So this setting is made up.
Miss, we write this in number 1.
Yes, number 1. So this is how is a fantasy. Why is it made up? Time travel is not possible
This.
in today's real world. Yes?
No, Miss, I didn't say things.
Okay. All right, describe the setting of this text. Who knows the setting of this text?
I know.
Hamid, are you there?
Miss, can I tell you something?
Yes.
Miss?
Hamid, are you there?
Yes, yes.
Okay, are you trying to join from another device?
No.
Okay, so there's somebody named Hamid trying to enter our meeting.
No, Miss, don't hit her.
It's not you. Okay.
Always
Okay.
someone
This is the only account I'm entering.
Okay.
You have two accounts.
Miss, there is someone in each session. He enter with someone's name here.
someone of us.
Yes.
Yeah, and they draw on the screen
Okay.
and they leave.
Yes.
leave.
Yes, they draw the board.
One
But
day
someone-
with my name in my sister's meeting.
Okay.
My sister's teacher.
All right, so let's go ahead and finish
But
before
someone
the
joined
time.
our meeting and they said to ممدوح many bad words.
Really? Okay. So let's move on to number 2. What is the setting of this text? Tito?
Miss, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
The 1964 Japan bullet train.
Very good. Okay, so it is 1964 in Japan. And Hiroshima is working at his drawing board.
Miss, why did you wrote in today's real world?
In today's real world.
So they may invent it any day in the time machine?
Maybe. Maybe in the
Miss,
future. No, I'm kidding. I don't think that's a possibility.
To time travel, you have to be faster than the speed of light,
That is
which is
true.
the fastest thing in the world.
You must be the fastest thing in the world.
Yes. Okay.
Faster than the speed of
Can we move on to number 3, guys?
Okay.
Yes.
You have to be faster than sound even.
Find 2 examples of sensory language in the text. What sense does each involve? So what is sensory language? Language that evokes the senses, all right? So sight, touch, sound, taste, and smell. These are the 5 senses. Okay, so look in the text. What do we have here that involves sound or involves sight? We have 2 examples. So look at booms like thunder.
Yes, booms.
This involves what? Involves which sense?
Sounds.
Sound. Very good. We also have
And another one that it will move quietly.
okay. This is also sound. What about long, thin beak?
Long thin
Miss,
beak.
can it be I
This
blinked?
involves
Miss, can it be I blinked?
okay. No, this is personification. We're going to talk about this next.
So, Miss,
Yes.
there is one also resents don't like the noise.
Okay. I'm looking for it. Yeah, residents don't like the noise. Okay, but this is explicit. We need something that evokes one of the senses. So like, for example, how I told you long, thin beak, this involves sight. It causes you to imagine what the beak looked like, what the bird looked like. Okay, what else? Next we have booms like thunder. All right, booms like thunder. This involves sound. These are 2 examples. Okay. There are several. Hamid keeps trying to join the meeting. I'm
Miss,
not sure
it's
if
not
this
Hamid,
is.
it's someone.
Just don't let them in. They will disturb the meeting and draw on the screen.
Yeah, and
Miss,
he
it's
will.
not me. I'm only the only one
No,
to be
والله.
Okay.
Miss, it could be Ziad.
Yes.
That's fine.
Why would it be
Yes, could
Ziad?
be Ziad, or but Hamid do not like make many. Sometimes.
Okay.
Amgad doing it because
In
Amgad
the
is here.
meeting
Okay,
anymore.
guys. Okay. So let's move on to number 4. We discussed briefly in class what personification is. Does anybody remember what personification is? Aisel, do you remember? What is personification? Okay, something that only a person can do. Excellent. So we have an example of this here in the text.
Blink.
Blinks. Excellent. All right. Can you read it for me, Abdurrahman? So the author
Okay.
gives human qualities to what? What blinks?
It blinked
Miss, I
and
don't understand.
Helen was taken back to the studio of Hideo Tsushima.
All right. So this is the setting. The author gives human qualities to the touchpad.
Miss, what is touchpad?
What is the touchpad?
Yes.
Something that so a touchpad is, for example, on your laptop. Do you know what you touch to use the mouse? This is called the touchpad. Okay.
Keyboard.
So not this is a mouse pad, but it's a touchpad if it is touch. Okay. So it gives qualities, human qualities to the touchpad when it blinks and takes Kellen back in time. Okay, so this is
Miss, I
a
don't
time machine that
understand.
blinks. What?
I don't understand the last question.
Okay, I will explain it for you.
Miss, can I say something? An example of a touchpad.
Sure.
The console of PS4 has a touchpad on the middle.
Yes, that's right. Do you understand that, Amr? Do you understand what a
Yes.
touchpad is?
Yeah, I understand what a touchpad, but
You have a question about personification. Okay, so what is I want to. Auday, do you have a dog, or who is this that has a dog in their house? Okay, keep it on mute, guys. All right, so personification is when we give human qualities to a non-human, to something that is non-human. So, for example, if we say the kettle whistled as the water boiled. Okay, so if we have a kettle on the stove, okay, we are boiling water, and you know when it boils, it goes like a whistle, right? So if we say the kettle whistled, here we are giving human qualities to the kettle. This is called personification. Okay, can the kettle whistle like a human?
no.
No, but we are saying if we say the kettle whistled,
Miss,
this
you
is
are calling me?
no calling you out.
Miss, I found another one.
Oh, you mean did I call your name? No, dear. Okay, you have
Miss,
another one? Tell me.
I think I'm not sure.
Tell me.
When the train leaves a tunnel at over 300 kilometers per hour, it creates a shock. He said that the train can make a tunnel.
So it said when it says when the train leaves a tunnel. The train is inside the tunnel and it leaves it.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So in Survival Land that we read in class, I think when was it? Day before yesterday? No, not Tuesday, on Monday. On Monday we read Survival Land in class. There were also examples. Let me see if I have it still here. Where is Survival Land? There it is. Okay, so remember the big bird?
And the big butterfly.
Yeah. Which page was this on? 100 and 1 second. I'm trying to find it.
Miss, we
Yeah,
didn't read Survival
182.
Land in the class.
Here, so look here.
Miss,
Yes, we
this
did.
is-
We read it, Amra. Where were you? This one.
Yes,
In
we
the online session.
Yes.
Session.
Yes,
not in the
online. We
class.
don't have class anymore, but it's still our class. Okay, so look at the last paragraph on page 182. Then, without warning, an enormous crow flew down. This is the crow at the bottom. See this black bird? This is a crow. Then, without warning, an enormous crow flew down and announced, "I'm hungry." When the huge bird walked close to Jackson, can birds walk?
No.
Do they walk,
No,
or is this something that a human does?
they jump.
Something
They
that
doesn't walk.
human does with the
That's
jump.
right. That's right.
They jump. They doesn't walk.
Miss,
Excellent.
now I understand it.
Okay. Here, the crow raced after the jewelry. Can a crow race like a human
No.
does in a car?
No.
No. Okay. So here, this is also an example of personification.
They give abilities for the human to the animals and things like this.
To animals or yes, or objects. That's right. Okay. The meeting is going to shut off, guys, in 3 minutes. Does anybody have any questions about the project, about anything at all before we?
Miss,
Miss, I sent it to you.
I sent
Miss,
it to
I
you.
want to
Okay,
know
guys.
if my project, you saw it or no?
Miss, are we going to do a presentation on the project?
I just check the weekly plan, and I will check the weekly plan, and I will have details about everything. Okay. Most importantly, guys, today your spelling sheet is due if you did not send it to me already. Your spelling activity is at 2 p.m. and do not forget to send the project if you didn't send it yet.
Miss, can you
Okay.
can you write on Messenger for people who send the project?
Miss,
So write for
someone
them
I
project
can't write. If I didn't receive from someone, I will contact you. Okay.
Miss, someone.
So until now,
English
anybody you didn't contact, you received from him?
Yes. So if I did not contact you, that means I received it.
Okay.
Okay.
Miss, someone in the English group on Messenger. I don't know why.
Someone made an English group on Messenger?
Yes.
No, it wasn't me.
Miss,
Not
miss,
me. Don't have all of you.
Yeah. Don't use the Messenger group. Okay.
miss.
We
Yes.
didn't use.
Is the other Hamid still in the waiting room?
No, he left.
Miss,
Okay,
Miss can be
يبقى
Ziad.
they
Like
did
Ziad go
something
left and make
before
another
the
name
group.
can be.
Okay.
No,
Miss,
we didn't.
because always
We tell him in the group.
Always the miss. He write on the screen and he leave.
أيوة. Yes.
Okay,
and,
guys. Okay, guys. Enough. All right. So let's. The meeting is going to end, guys. Any questions before we end the meeting?
No.
No.
Okay. Have a good weekend. Be sure to send me your project. Be sure to send me your spelling
send
sheet and complete the spelling activity. Okay.
Okay, Miss.
All right. Bye, guys.
Bye.
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 Bang.